What do the following things have in common? The chocolate in this candy bar, this medicine used to treat illnesses, the maple syrup poured on these pancakes, the rubber in this car tire, and the wood in this pencil. All these things are products that come from forests. Forests are very important biomes that provide us with materials we use every day. Forests also provide places for us to recreate. And forests provide a place for many different kinds of plants and animals to live. During the next few minutes, we're going to explore some of the characteristics of forest biomes by taking a look at the climate as well as the plants and animals of forests. We'll also learn about some of the different types of forest biomes found throughout the world. Perhaps you live near a forest, or maybe you visited a forest. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of a forest? Most people think of trees. Forest biomes are large geographic regions dominated by trees. There are three major forest biomes: coniferous forests, temperate forests, and tropical forests. These forest types are separated by differences in latitude. Generally speaking, northern coniferous forests are found between 50 and 60 degrees latitude. Temperate forests are found below 50 degrees latitude, and tropical forests are found near the equator. Each of these forests has a unique climate, which influences the types of plants and animals that live there. Let's take a closer look at each of these different forest types. You decide. What are coniferous trees? Coniferous trees are trees that have cones which contain seeds. Most conifers have needles instead of broad leaves, and they're also green throughout the year. We often refer to coniferous trees as evergreens. The northern coniferous forest, one of the largest biomes in the world, consists primarily of two common evergreens, spruce and fir trees. This forest begins just below the tundra. The term taiga is often used to describe this biome, which stretches across Canada, northern Europe, and Asia. Different variations of the northern coniferous forest may extend further south. While it is cold here a good portion of the year, it's warmer than the tundra. It's warm enough to support large expanses of forest. Summers are warm enough for the ground to thaw, and there are approximately 120 growing days. Pine, spruce, and fir trees are the dominant trees. Willows, birches, and alders are also found here. Many different lichens blanket the ground, as do mosses. The moose is one of the largest vertebrate animals. Bears are also large mammals that live in the coniferous forests. There are many ponds which support fish, as well as swampy areas called bogs, which support a wide variety of plant species. Let's now move a little farther south to visit a different type of forest. Many of you probably live on or near the temperate deciduous forest biome. Deciduous trees dominate this biome. You decide. What are deciduous trees? Deciduous trees are broad-leaf trees that drop their leaves in late fall and grow new leaves in the spring. Temperate deciduous forests cover most of eastern North America below 50 degrees north latitude. The temperate deciduous forest in eastern North America was once a huge biome. It's said that a squirrel could jump from tree to tree all the way from the Atlantic Ocean to the Mississippi River. This region is dominated by 4 different seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. Spring is a season marked by the budding of leaves on trees and shrubs, and the emergence of ferns and flowers on the forest floor. During the summer months, plants grow and produce flowers and seeds. In the fall, tree leaves turn radiant colors and eventually fall to the ground. During the winter, trees and other plants lie dormant as snow blankets the ground, and many animals hibernate. Precipitation in the temperate deciduous forest ranges from 75 to 150 centimeters and is distributed relatively evenly throughout the year. Soil type varies. Rich soils prompted early settlers to clear the land for agriculture, which continues to thrive today. Whereas in other areas, clay or rocky soils discouraged agriculture. There are many different variations of the temperate deciduous forest. These variations are due primarily to differences in climate. For example, oak-hickory forests tend to exist in warmer areas, while beech maple forests thrive in slightly cooler climates. The temperate deciduous forest is home to hundreds of species of plants and animals. Some of the trees commonly associated with the temperate deciduous forest include maple trees, oak trees, and beech trees. But there are dozens of other species. Although the temperate deciduous forest is dominated by trees, there is also a wide variety of herbaceous plants. Herbaceous plants are plants that do not possess woody tissue. These include many different kinds of ferns and flowering plants, such as these trilliums. You decide. What is the name of this bird? This is a black-capped chickadee, a bird that commonly visits bird feeders. There are hundreds of species of birds in the temperate deciduous forest, including several different kinds of owls, as well as many different species of woodpeckers. Common mammals include the white-tailed deer, red squirrel, and red fox, as well as many different kinds of reptiles, including snakes, and many species of amphibians, such as salamanders. These are just some of the common plants and animals you may see when visiting the temperate deciduous forest. One of the most fascinating types of forests are tropical forests. Located near the equator, tropical forests are warm, wet forests. Tropical forests are often called tropical rainforests because they receive so much rain. You decide. How much rain do these forests receive? Tropical rainforests receive at least 200 centimeters of rain a year. Some years it may rain every day for months. Temperatures are quite warm, with only slight variations, causing it to feel like summer 12 months a year. This climate allows trees to reach great heights of 30 to 50 meters, forming a dense green roof called the canopy. Below the canopy, on the forest floor, live other layers of plants. These are generally referred to as understory plants. Tens of thousands of plants thrive in the rainforest, more than any other biome on the earth. We eat many things derived from rainforest plants, including chocolate and vanilla used to flavor ice cream. Dozens of different kinds of valuable medicines are also derived from rainforest plants. The tropical rainforest is also home to a wider variety of animals than any other biome. In fact, we don't know how many different animal species inhabit the rainforest because new ones are frequently being discovered. The sloth is one of many fascinating animals found in the tropical rainforest. This animal eats vegetation in the forest canopy and moves so slowly that algae grows in its fur. Unfortunately, the existence of the rainforest is in great danger. The rainforest is being cut down at an alarming rate. If the rainforest continues to be cut, it will disappear within your lifetime. While the tropical forest may seem very far away, a small amount of the subtropical forest exists in the United States. You decide, where in the United States is the subtropical forest located? The subtropical forest is located in southern Florida, mostly in the Everglades, on small raised areas referred to as hammocks. The subtropical forest is an intermediate forest between temperate forests and tropical forests. Plants grow year-round, but may be inhibited by cooler temperatures and lower precipitation during the winter months. Vines are common to subtropical forests, as are epiphytes. Epiphytes are plants that grow on other plants. These ferns growing on this tree are examples of epiphytes. Different types of palm trees are common in the subtropical forest, as are gumbo limbo trees. The Florida Strangler Fig is one of the most picturesque trees, beginning its life as a vine that wraps around the trunk of an existing tree. As the strangler fig grows, it gradually prevents the tree from growing by strangling the tree. When the original tree dies, the strangler fig tree remains in its place. The sharp-leafed saw palmetto is a common understory plant. Many different kinds of ferns are examples of herbaceous plants. One of the most noticeable organisms are mosquitoes, which engulf visitors in thick, biting clouds. Hundreds of different species of birds spend all or part of the year in this relatively warm forest, as do many different kinds of amphibians and reptiles, including alligators, which linger on the edges of the forest hammocks. Rare tree snails, found slowly crawling along tree limbs, feed on lichens and algae. These are just a few examples of the plants and animals that live in the subtropical forest of eastern North America. During the past few minutes, we've seen that forest biomes are dominated by trees. And we saw that there are three major types of forest biomes. Coniferous forests, which are dominated by conifer trees. Deciduous forests, dominated by broadleafed trees. And tropical forests, which experience warm temperatures and large amounts of rain, enabling leaves to remain on the trees throughout the year. We also saw some of the many species of plants and animals that live in the different types of forests. So the next time you walk in the forest, use a pencil, or eat something that comes from a forest, think about the different ways forests affect our lives. You might just look at forests a little differently. Fill in the correct word when you hear this tone. Good luck, and let's get started. Number 1. Forests are dominated by Number 2. We often refer to coniferous trees as Number 3. Conifers have instead of leaves. Number 4. There are about growing days in the northern coniferous forest. Number 5. The is a coniferous forest located just below the tundra. Number 6. Are plants that grow on other plants. Number 7. Ferns are examples of plants. Number 8. Temperate forests have distinct seasons. Number 9. Plants live on the forest floor below the canopy. And number 10. Rainfall exceeds centimeters per year in tropical rainforests.